Hey guys, I'm RozaldVane, and welcome back to another episode of Batman: The Enemy Within. Where we last left off was that we're kind of closing in to the end of episode 3 of this game, of the Telltale game. Sorry, I had to move a little bit the camera. Sometimes I don't know where, like, how much space I get from here and there. I think that the top of the side is a little bit too spacious sometimes. I like to try to cover as much room with my, I don't know, ginormous body, I guess I would probably call it. It's not a good thing to say, but whatever. The point is, in the last episode, we basically had Selena, Tiffany, and I think that's it. Yeah, those two are the only ones who we really got closer to, now that they know, you know, like the Batcave thing. Selena knows now our Batcave now, and we've invited her to do the thing, to kind of go through that. We told Tiffany that we were Batman, so that's another big thing that we did in the last episode. Waller and I and Bruce kind of like talked about what their next plan was, which is basically breaking into a agency or ex-agency facility that kind of houses some sort of like biological weapon thing, so we're gonna have to deal with that as well for the time being. But at the same time, Harley is interrogating us, but instead of Harley, it's Joker. So, or John Doe and slash Joker will be the one interrogating us. I think Joker has a plan to screw everybody and screw everything up for anyone who's involved. So we'll see how that's going to go. I'm worried for Tiffany because Harley mentioned that John literally said something about Tiffany. I freaking hate John now at this point. He's already on my case with trying to expose what we did earlier. But anyways, let's hear what John has to say, since Harley just left us alone with him. So he's going to interrogate us somehow. We'll see.
Admit it, you rat scum! You're the rat!
Oh wow, he's really punching us.
Sorry, I have to make it sound good.
What's the plan here?
It's okay, it's okay.
Really?
Right. Thanks.
You're hitting him already.
I'll let it play.
I never wanted it to come to this.
What happened?
But we both know what has to be done.
Yeah, I get it.
Catwoman has to take the fall.
Really?
About
Wow.
Bruce. Harley's gonna kill that Tiffany girl if it's you.
Oh god.
Who knows if she'll stop there?
There is no scenario where we are letting that happen.
Yeah.
I knew that'd be your knee-jerk reaction, but this is the only way out. The only way that keeps you alive.
Me
Did
alive?
you even stick up for me?
No.
I tried, Bruce. I really did. I said it loud and clear. Internally.
Okay.
You know Harley. She's not a mind reader.
No, but
I'm not as strong as you.
I see.
Well, I'll get through this, Bruce, but I don't see a lot of options that end too great for you.
I'll take it then.
It's either you or her.
I'll take
What
it.
do you want to do, Bruce? She knows it was one of you two. She knows.
I'll take the
I guess
hit.
it was Catwoman. I went to the safe, but it was already gone.
I know,
And
I
you
know.
were right there talking to Harley, so...
Yeah, he knows already.
I
But
know you care about her, but... Yeah.
All right, time's up.
Perfect, because I'm done.
You got a confession? Great job, Puddin'. Who we hanging out to dry?
me.
Go ahead, Bruce. Tell her what you told me.
It's gonna put Tiffany in
Come on.
danger, but
Go ahead, Bruce. It's okay.
It was me, Harley. I took it.
it's fine. Joker's like
You were just
confused.
starting to get under my skin.
Oof.
Too bad. I guess
We're gonna
I
get
do
killed.
have to hurt Tiffany after all.
What? Not
And
me?
you, of course.
Okay, there we go. At least
I
me
knew
first.
you had it in you, John. We are gonna do terrible
Joker's
things
gonna
together.
regret that for himself, so
Like,
I won't do anything.
Send this one to the great icebox in the sky.
Okay. I don't know how we're gonna protect Tiffany, but we're gonna have to do that in this episode. So yeah, we're gonna play this till the very end of this episode. So keep that in mind. Oh man, this is very scary because we're gonna be probably dead here. Maybe Catwoman's gonna come and save us. I highly doubt it, but we'll see. Oh no, she got captured? How? What the hell?
Well, Bruce, it's been fun. Vane,
okay.
get him inside.
Oh! Ooh. Oh, this is gonna be like Han Solo from Star Wars, where he just
Let
gets
the cats out of the
carbonated.
bag.
We're gonna get frozen
Bruce.
in place.
Bruce is in deep trouble.
That's
Harley,
fine.
be reasonable.
Why would I start now?
I can help. You need me.
Yeah, once you're an ice cube, I can use you to keep the vodka cold.
Okay.
Wait! Harley, as great as this is as a punishment, not Bruce. You can't.
It's fine, Joker.
He's my best friend.
No, it's fine. It's totally fine.
Aw, Puddin', that's sweet.
So maybe we can let him go? Live, at least?
She's gonna slap him or something. Or hurt him. Yeah, I kinda knew that.
Be sure to send Tiffany a postcard from Antarctica.
Yep. I can't do anything about it. Thanks, Harley. You were nice. It was nice knowing you as Bruce. Because Batman's coming out of this shell. I mean, Bruce had oh wait, what? Episode 3 Fractured Mask? Descent into Darkness? Achievement unlocked? Wait, that was it? This is the shortest episode I've ever seen in my life. What? I thought it was gonna be longer than normal. What the hell, dude? This is stupid. Why? Why was that a thing like that? How did it just end anticlimactically? Or as cliffhanger, sorry. Not anticlimactically. It ended in a freaking cliffhanger. What the hell, dude? I see. So they actually intentionally did this to make me a bit more excited for whatever's coming up next. So this might be a very short episode then. I thought last episode was going to be like longer at least, or shorter at least, but wow. Okay, well, you guys are expecting a 10-minute episode here, so you guys are probably going to see that, sadly enough. Like a 10-minute, maybe near 20 minutes episode long for this episode. Ugh, this is the first time I've ever seen this. This is ridiculous. I'm as furious as Amanda Waller about this stupid part of this video because I'm confused why it had to be that short. Really? Really, game? Really have to take me this short? Son of a gun. Alright. Not gonna thank you guys for watching yet because I'm gonna read through this and see what I did wrong or right and who I'm with in terms of majority and minority of the players of this game. So 70% of you guys made it into a Furious Waller, which she felt miffed when you just didn't accept her apology after the convoy. I mean, the point of it was that she technically didn't try to hold back her team. Like, at least warn her team that you guys might be dead or you guys should be, you know, keeping to yourselves not to like shoot at the enemies because you're not going to you're not going to survive this if you just shoot out on them. Like, I try to, you know, hold them back, but it didn't give the opportunity for the agents to shoot back, but to give the opportunity to them to back down, but they didn't listen. She felt superior when you pushed back against the desire, and then she will be furious that you gave up your cover. Did I really give up my cover that bad? Okay, whatever. I guess she would be furious. Whatever. Honored, 87.6%. Wow. I left feeling honored. She valued when you took the time to let her apologize and explain her actions. She felt honored that you would let her in on the Batman secret, which a lot of people did. Which, I mean, it makes sense because eventually that was coming. Like, that thing has to come eventually because Lucius mentioned that we should invite her in as Lucius number 2. Well, I don't like saying Lucius number 2, but as Tiffany, like as like the next maker of Batman tools. Like, that's what he wanted us to do, and I'm keeping to that promise before he died in the first episode. 90% of people left Gordon feeling remorseful. I mean, it's true. He should be that way because we didn't build his character. I honestly think they changed Gordon in the wrong... Like, they pivot his characteristics so awkwardly because a lot of the times in episode 1 and 2, he was in the right side of things and he was patient, he was understanding, he was like, oh, you know, everything seems to be, like, for the justice of things. But then in this episode, it just went weirdly south for him for some reason. And I feel like they just did this intentionally just to make him a bit more... Like, trying to break tension on him, at the very least. Like, trying to make him look like he did something wrong in some purpose of way, because they want to probably pivot his like storyline or character development a little bit more differently in the next 2 episodes maybe. But I feel like this kind of really broke the character a little bit, because I'm just confused, because he wasn't acting like this. He would be like, I'm suspicious of Batman, but I'm not trying to aim to arrest him like right off the bat. I need to look into it a bit more, and that should kind of create that tension already for the player, as myself, as Bruce / Batman, and warn me like, hey, you know, this is coming up, so you better be careful that Bruce is gonna get arrested. But not through Tiffany, but through himself kind of investigating and kind of like not being aggressive, but at least saying like, hey, we thought you were like, you know, the bad guy and stuff because you were hanging around these guys so much. And I mean, at the same time, it's character breaking a little bit, but also understandable that they wanted to make him feel like a plot point for Batman / Bruce. Because of what you said after Waller fired him, he felt a little remorseful after trying to arrest you. I mean, it's a given. Deceived! A lot of us deceive Harley Quinn. Unconvinced by your defense, unimpressed by your stance, and felt deceived when you confessed to having been the mole all along. Yeah, I'm kind of curious what would have happened if I chose to put Catwoman in there, I guess. But I feel like they would have caught on and said I was the mole anyways, but guilt-ridden. He deserves it. Joker deserves the guilt-riddenness, because after all, I think that eventually we would have to come to this point where Joker is gonna have to like quit being our friend as Bruce and stuff like that, and just be more of the villain that he supposedly is. He took heart to your advice to be genuine. He felt sorry for letting down his hero when he couldn't retrieve the laptop. Because you sacrificed yourself to protect your friends, he felt guilt-ridden. It's up to him to decide how bad it goes. Horrified. Wow, I'm barely in the majority. Everyone. Grateful that you warned her and helped her evade the GCPD. Honored that you let her see your Batcave. Horrified watching what happened to you. She worried that you might die. Don't worry about it. Batman's gonna go through way worse as time goes on anyways. If there ever was going to be a further point of this series, which I highly doubt, but we'll see. Did you warn Catwoman? And it seems like 61% of you guys did. It seems like I'm part of the majority so far. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be a minority of some sort eventually. For one of the choices. What dating advice did you give John in the cafe to help him attract Harley's attention? Everyone seems to coach John, which is fine. It's a kind of easy thing, and it's fun. It's fun to kind of go through, I think. Did you tell Tiffany or Batman? Obviously, a majority would. I mean, there are some people who want to see what happens if you do the opposite, which is fine. But, Did you out yourself as the mole or put the blame on Catwoman? Which we didn't put the blame on Catwoman because we did kind of solidify our relationship with her. But I think even if we solidified that relationship, I think they would have put us in the icebox no matter what, because they think that we're the ones who did all that bad things. Yeah. I mean, I didn't want to put our relationship on jeopardy. Not the show Jeopardy, but like on the idea of having it in trouble, of course. Yeah, so there's a lot less options of what went down for this episode, which is surprising. I thought there would have been at least one more like option down here, but they didn't really go for it, I guess. Probably was too difficult to implement, I guess. Alright. Yeah, so we're in between the 10 to 20 minute range of the episode so far. I'll try my best to kind of extend this a little bit with my final thoughts, I guess, for this particular episode. There's Catwoman, of course. What ails you? And then, of course, we got the same Stitch. So this is when Joker becomes real Joker, I guess. And this is when Joker actually shifts and shows his true self, I guess. I'm feeling like eventually this guy is going to show his true self. Joker's going to show his true self through this episode in particular. And that will flip a switch on almost all the characters in the Pact, I feel like. Because Bane's going to be like, what the hell is this? Freeze is going to be like, what the hell? And then Harley's like, oh god, what the hell happened, really? But I'm pretty sure Joker is actually, like, I feel like he actually did something intentional for that reason. To test Bruce more so than Batman, but eventually test Batman eventually. Like, he's gonna try to test us as a character and see how far we're gonna go to just kind of do the things that we were meant to do, which is to protect people and kind of avoid problems for other people, I guess. But otherwise, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna probably have to keep it kind of short, almost, in a sense. 15 minutes is not that bad for me, but at least getting to talk about like the choices I made in the past parts of the episodes was pretty useful, I guess. Let me think here. Let me collect my thoughts and see if I can piece together what I want to talk about here. So first thing first, the third episode felt really fast, although it is shorter than the first 2 episodes. It felt really fast because it felt that there was like a lot of things going on at the same time. I think there was a lot of fear, a lot of like, I don't know, like not fear, like I was scared that this story is going to go south really fast. But it kind of did, which is the strangest thing. The most strangest thing is to me a little bit are some of the most convenient things for the story to just turn into a weird way. So first and foremost, Bane kind of felt weird. I was like, why would Bane be following Bruce to his Wayne Tower and not be like... I'm just confused by that a little bit. I thought it would have been Harley at least, not Bane. Because Harley was the one who... Or Joker at least. Because he was more suspicious of us. Bane is less suspicious because he seems kind of like the front of like... I kind of just... Like, Bane's kind of like the... I kind of just saw you just there. Okay, whatever. We'll meet him and then we'll beat him up kind of thing. But instead it's... I'll beat you up here in this mysterious, secretive place and then bring you to Harley. Because Harley's the leader. And she's technically, weirdly, is to Bane, but Bane doesn't accept it, though, which is kind of weird to me. But it's true. It ended up being true because she did kind of say that, yeah, Harley seems to, like, understood that we weren't the traitor, but then we ended up proving to her that we were the traitor somehow. I mean, I don't know how that's going to turn out with Waller, but I think Waller already knows what's ahead, which is them taking their operations into that place. And of course, from here on out, I'm technically going to be playing as Batman, I think. The next 2 episodes will be technically me playing more of Batman. And since I alerted Tiffany, well, Waller already knows I'm Batman, and I've, told Catwoman that I would totally be out to help her, then it shows that I will be pretty much playing Batman for the next couple of episodes, where we won't be able to expose our identity overall unless we do get the option to tell Gordon that we are Batman, like Bruce is actually Batman. But we'll see. We will see what happens with Gordon, because I think I'm more worried about where Tiffany's is at, because we literally left her exposed to Harley's like attack. So that's pretty scary so far, and I'm very worried what's gonna happen next with her. What else is there? Yeah, and then of course Joker's been pretty much like a weird Pandora's box so far. Like whatever we have done has been interesting with him, and I feel like he will change somehow, and he's gonna change for the worse somehow when he chooses to be convenient about it. But I already have that lingering thought that he's been kind of plotting a lot of things, and he's just putting up a front basically for so long, and I'm surprised that this is how the character has been doing. It's just been putting up a front, because I know he was the one who shot the injection to kill Riddler. He's been hiding the fact that he hated Riddler to the Pact, because the Pact never really asked or confront him in the fact that they said that, Riddler was killed by the Joker, or like, oh, why, like we were kind of suspicious of Joker because of the fact that he killed Riddler, because they never even thought about it. It would never occur to their mind somehow. I don't know how they never asked why John didn't like question John's relationship with Riddler. I just still don't get how that worked. I still don't get it. Yeah, it just kind of felt weird. Just looking at it right now so far, it's just... A lot of things were kind of inconsistent sometimes here and there, but it's just like, I don't know. I'm guessing they're going to iron it out in the next 2 episodes, hopefully, and to see how the episode goes. Oh, also to draw back one of the criticisms I had from episode 2, where Harley Quinn was first met and did the voice. It's interesting because she doesn't do the high pitches anymore. Like, the first time we met her, she did like the... And then... it stopped. Like, overall now she's talking like a normal, mature voice, which is kind of interesting to see how she never really went back to that, which is kind of interesting. Maybe it's the personality she has with like meeting with somebody for the first time, or she's just very comfortable talking to us like her normal self. So maybe that might be a character thing where she's just kind of like, she puts up a front as well. but from within, she kind of just has like a sort of normal and serious tone to herself, I guess, that meets whatever character she's trying to do for her. Alright, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I think that's it for talking. There's 2 more episodes left. I literally want to wait till until we get through the last 2 episodes to kind of give my real criticism overall of the game. So far, I'm just building up the criticism as we go, or my opinions and stuff like that. Yeah, so far I would say that there's not much to go on so far. I'm just worried more so than anything. And I mean, most of the Telltale games does well in trying to make me worried, because the tension and the tension between characters, the storyline, plot, character balancing, like how to balance who's saying what and deal with what and stuff like that. So we're gonna be right up there soon, where we're gonna be dealing with the last few things here that will potentially do a landslide snowfall, kind of snowballing effect of what's gonna happen next. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. Next episode hopefully will come out soon. Sorry for the shorter episode again. This is like the second time from the 2 episodes in a row where the last part of the video or the last part of the episodes are like freaking shorter than ever. I didn't anticipate it to be this short, but I guess that's how it is. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. And thank you guys for watching and listening into the thoughts if you actually cared. If not, totally fine. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Roz out.